This is the final day of the Dandly Welcome to Asia conference. We are so happy that we've had a chance to ensure that we are going to grow into this new market. We have made lots of really great connections for both ourselves and for our clients. This is a great time for us. We're really excited. And I really just want to thank everyone for coming to my conference, for checking things out, for hearing our talks. I think they were all impactful. And I just really, really want to stress that right now we're in a world that things have changed and we need new strategies and we need to move quickly. And this is the time to consider doing things differently, doing new things. I suggest, as I did say in my keynote, that Canada is a great option for American companies looking to diversify their markets and to outlive this Trump administration. Consider the possibility of opening a branch in Canada to protect your company during these difficult times. Because Canada, as you can see by our election, remains a stable partner. I want to be able to thank my teams over the years. I've been very, very lucky. I've been very, very happy with all of the teams that I've had, all of the people who have been involved in Dandly. And as I've always said, everything that we have ever done has only been possible because of our collective efforts. And every single person who has ever worked with Dandly or interacted with us has had an impact on how we do things. And I'm very, very pleased by all of those individuals and all of those experiences and everything we've learned from them. I want to take a moment, though, to highlight a few people that have made my life a lot easier as I've run this company. I'm going to talk about a couple people that started with me on my founding team. So my first team, and that's a very important team because that's the team that's there when you have no brand. They're there. Somehow you've convinced them to work with you. That's your team. Unfortunately, I had to lose my team because we hit 2014 is when I started hiring. 2015, the oil market went down. My team went in the four different directions. So that's what happens, right? But I had a great team, and I just want to highlight two people from that team. One of my very first hires from that team. Her name's Nadine. She's the best manager I never had. she she was just so good. She just knew how to navigate things, and I was just so pleased when she told me recently that she had a baby. I think she had a baby. She got married at least, and pretty sure about the baby, but not 100% sure off the top of my head. But on top of that, she's now a manager, and she's definitely manager quality. I saw it when I first worked with her, and I was just so pleased to see that life has worked out that way for her, and that her experience at Danley, I'm sure in some small way must have been helpful in that because we worked really closely together and we really learned from each other, and that's really the way I see these kinds of relationships. It's not a top-down thing. You get to know your team, you work with your team, you build a culture, you build a company, and that was a very, very good person to build that team with. And I hired her first, and then I hired the rest after, and it all came together really nicely. I had a very awesome team. It was really too bad that the oil market went down because that would have been quite the team to have grown with. My first assistant, Kyna. Kyna, I met her when she had just finished graduating from SAIT, Southern Alberta Institute of Technology, I believe it's called. Anyways, it's in Calgary, and I knew that this person had everything that I needed in an assistant, even if she didn't know. And we worked really hard together. And then she went back to school, and she actually did an undergrad degree in design, and I believe she's working really hard with that. But she was just a really, really smart person, and worked really hard and always told me what I needed to hear. She was always there for me, and it was really helpful to have her on the team. When we got the chance to rebuild before the pandemic, I had a wonderful assistant, so organized, so structured, and she really helped me, especially with, planning, business development, and HR. And HR was kind of her passion, and I was really excited to always work with her on that as well. And anyways, so the pandemic came, and I knew that I couldn't keep her, and I really encouraged her to go and look for something else. And she found something else, and now she's an assistant working for a senior executive in the energy industry. And I think that's a very good fit for her. She's very smart, very capable person. I was very happy to have worked with her, and I've learned a lot from her as well. She was very supportive and very helpful. I've been, like I said, very lucky with great employees. And I just want to finish with my current marketing assistant, actually, Rachel. Rachel, I don't know where she came from. I don't know how it happened. It just happened. I mentioned something on LinkedIn about needing an assistant, and she was there. And she's just been the best ever marketing assistant I could ever imagine. And sorry, I could not have done this conference in two different continents in completely opposite time zones, multiple time zones, without Rachel's support. She's just the best possible assistant. Please don't try to steal her. She's awesome, but I don't want to lose her yet. So none of that. Anyways, I will leave it there. And once again, thank you for coming to this conference. I am so pleased that we were able to do this. And I am so pleased that this was an opportunity for us to kick off future events. And I really welcome, as we return to Canada, I really welcome the opportunity to receive your questions, your comments, your concerns, anything that will allow me to improve what we do at Dandly and for us to continue to grow. Use all the links that we've provided for our booking, for booking meetings, send us emails, chat with us on our socials. This is a great time to do business. I know it's crazy out there. I know that maybe this is not typical, but like I said in my keynote address, the entrepreneurial mindset is one where we all know that we have to just keep pushing forward regardless. Something weird happens, that's okay. How can we make lemonade, right? How can we make this go? What can we do differently? How can we do it better? So I thank you very much for the time that you've spent with me and the videos you've enjoyed. I probably will share some of the karaoke that I did while I was here. I don't know. I suppose maybe it's a little bit too much of a personal thing, but I think some of you might be entertained. I don't know. I don't know if you knew that I like to do this kind of thing, to sing and have fun. And in Asia, I have learned that if you sing and have fun and you work hard still, everyone notices the fun you have and they don't notice that you're working hard. So I've totally confused everyone here that they think I'm completely on vacation. And meanwhile, I've been doing this conference and having meetings in multiple time zones and managing all this stuff. And it's been a real pleasure. And I want to just thank everyone for coming out, checking us out. And I really hope that we will continue to communicate over the coming months. We plan to have more of these events, a bigger conference that we're hoping to do, if everything isn't too crazy in the US by then, is an event in Texas, in Houston, where our chief engineer is. And I'm really hopeful that we can have a political climate where that's possible. And I'll make sure that we start selling tickets soon. Anyways, thank you once again and take good care.